feel safe to win. Play forward, make breaks, one must always score. If it hurts, the game breaks, we'll get you, don't let up, put on more steam. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, our ball game. All obstacles, block, cut, sides, through the games after this win it. Rush you again, here for the first man. Can everybody keep it there 6 minutes? To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here.
Doesn't have to be perfect, ain't gonna be perfect. We go compete for 60 freaking minutes. All right, enjoy the opportunity, enjoy the environment, and then go play our butts off, play for one another, and have a hell of a lot of fun. Everybody got me?
Yes,
all right.
It's, here it's Tennessee, so, we're going to get the best guys here. That's just every year. Every time we're out there, it's competition. Nobody has a spot, nobody's comfortable. We're all working to get better.
The culture that Hype and everyone has created in this building, it's been phenomenal on teams, and we're only going to continue to be better. And the standard around here, I've said it before, I'll say it again, standard is to be the damn best. And we're never stopping.
And you have to not lose the game before you can ever win the game.
Oh my God, we should leave it at that.
Okay.
We should close with that. That is the mind blower of mind blowers.
Good.
I was driving down the highway on an August Friday night. Everything was going great, I was feeling fine, till I looked into my rear view. Caught me by surprise, it was Barney and his partner. They're flashing their blue lights. Now I'm sitting in the pen, and I'm staring at the floor. They done took my freedom, I can't walk around no more. And I said goodbye to the honky-tonks, my social good time, all because I flew .09. Well, the cop turned me around, he said, I'm taking you to jail. Do you have someone in mind that could come pay your bill? I said, no sir, most of my friends are pretty damn broke. Then he slapped those cuffs up on me and Barney slammed the door. Now I'm sitting in a pen and I'm staring at the floor. They done took my freedom, I can't walk around no more. And I said goodbye to the honky-tonks, my social good time, all because I blew .09.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. It is freaking game day, and my name is Boogie
Let's
Bentley.
go. And I am Coach Jay.
You had way more energy than I did before the red light came on. It takes that red light to bring out the best in me. I was going to welcome the chat and see who was hanging out, but it's nothing but spam of custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. I'm here for it.
Go.
Man, it's freaking game day. This is a big one. This is a big one, man. And I love, did you see Coach Hype on SEC Nation this morning? Did you see his appearance?
Heck yeah, I did.
I love that he just straight up called out Gary Danielson. I love that he's like, some people in this country think that this stadium isn't as good as others. He said, we need to be not just loud, Neyland loud.
It needed done. I mentioned it last week after coming back from South Carolina. We went out there with some Trojan fans, diehard Trojan fans, friends of mine. And his statement after that South Carolina game was, you guys just took a huge dump all over every single fan base I've ever seen. My whole conference, he said, your student section alone was a better fan base than my whole fan base at a game. So, Neyland matters. The Vols matter. Rocky Top matters. They're going to hear a loud, ruckus crowd today. I expect the crowd to get some mistakes out of Texas A&M's offense. I expect them to be disruptive, rowdy, and a menace out there. Let's go.
how long into the broadcast until Gary Danielson laughs at what he says? I guarantee you it's when the opening introduction, that little 2-minute segment with him, and I don't even know who he's, Bulldog Lundquist isn't up there with him anymore, but it'll be within that first 2-minute segment. I guarantee it. Look, all the emojis flooding in the chat. Let's do this. Let's hit a couple of super chats. Door fees, entry fees. There's 178 people that snuck in the back door, but a couple of you guys dropping those door fees. Papa J for 5. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Says, let's go Big Orange. Elijah Allen, the kid, Elijah Cole Allen. That intro music, if you dig it, go Google Elijah Cole Allen. Pick up some of his music. That song is not yet released. I was asked a few times this week about that song and where they could pick it up. It will be coming soon, but you can still go check out Elijah's music. Drops a $5 super chat. Says Gary Danielson is going to eat crow. Makes my heart happy. My don't opens up talking my song. Did song autocorrect? It has to be what it is.
I had to. Yeah.
My heart happy that my song opens up Talkin VAWLS. Look, man, you put yourself out on the internet, you're going to get a lot of positive feedback. You're going to get a lot of negative feedback. There was one person that didn't like the song, and I said, look, Elijah's been a part of this community for a long, long time. Really don't care what you think. We're going to keep rolling with it. I love the song. The chat loves the song. The link is out. Talkin VAWLS Elite and higher. You guys have the link. Robert McGee drops a 20 spot. That's a freaking orange boy. I put it out there for debate. Everybody on College Game Day picked the Vols except for one guy. And it's this guy.
Rocky Top! You'll always be.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
I let the Twitter world vote. They said, keep the clip in, Boogie. We love it for the Orange Boys. Robert McGee drops an Orange Boy. Vols by 50, baby. Let's freaking go. Coach, where's your confidence at? I know this is a close matchup, but how you feeling on game day? Does your confidence shift?
It does. I've been a little on edge and nervous all week, and usually that will go one way or the other on game day, but I'm feeling good today. Like I have a good feeling about today. So let's go out there and get the dub. Yeah, I don't know what causes that. Maybe put it in the chat if y'all know, because I have no idea. But I feel a lot better today. Maybe it's just watching the football I've watched and kind of got that magic feeling.
We're gonna try this. We got Rocky Top Tom in the house. We'll see if Brad is going. It's not too bad. Brad. It's not too bad, Brad. There's not too much background noise. There is a crazy, ridiculous echo. Who's that coming from? Is the echo? It's coming. The echo
I have a headset on.
Oh yeah.
Are those headphones Wi-Fi?
They're Bluetooth.
Yeah, you got to turn Bluetooth off. It causes the echo.
It'll be too loud. I'm gonna drop off then. Go Vols.
Go Vols. That's just awesome, like Brad. It's just like Brad to come in and ruin a stream. It feels like a regular NCAA stream with Brad coming in here, ruining things. Scott Ramsey becomes a member of the channel. Appreciate that support, brother. You guys are wondering how you can be like Tom down there and come on the show and hang out. You got to hit that join button down below. Look, you can only give $1. If you want to just contribute $1, we appreciate it. We start at Talkin VAWLS Elite and higher. That's $10 a month. But it's up to you. You want to come on, hang out. We greatly appreciate Scott becoming a member. Coach Rice drops a $5 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. Says we'll be late getting on the call-in show. Headed to the house driving. Go Big freaking Orange. Let's go, guys. I can't wait for this freaking game. Nil K drops a $5 super chat. It's go time, boys. Today is the day we put a full 60 minutes together. I hope so. How you feeling, Tom? Are you fired up? Confident?
Yeah, man. Feeling great. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one. Definitely been waiting for this one. This is going to be a good one.
I thought Elijah locked up for a second. Now you can see that beautiful,
there you
glorious.
go.
That's the replacement for Dauber.
Yeah.
The
new Dauber. Yep, there you go.
Definite upgrade.
I wouldn't say that.
How you guys feeling, man? Confident, nervous, anxious? A lot on the line today.
Anxious.
Feels a lot like that Ole Miss game in 21.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that Ole Miss game. 100%.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna bring up a game we lost. That's how we're gonna start this thing.
No,
that's where the mustard bottles and the golf balls came from. So,
yeah,
we'll have new emojis after this game, but I think for a different reason. To be honest, Gary Danielson might possibly coming up at Boogie.
Oh yeah,
If we had like a Gary Danielson crying face, that would be amazing.
Yes, sir.
That's a must.
What's going on, BBD? What's going on, Seth?
BBD.
What's up? What's up, boys? Georgia is struggling against Vandy today.
Struggling?
Yeah.
I thought it was a blowout. What's the
It's
score?
27-14.
Oh,
It's
so
a
Vanderbilt
glorified
just
scrimmage, Boogie.
I
Yeah,
liked, I liked Vandy in the 33.5. You had to
Yeah.
think Georgia was gonna, fall asleep and
Give me both.
be out drinking with loose women the night before.
There you go.
Yep.
I mean, Nashville is the place for it. I mean,
Yeah.
not that I would know. But.
I was
mean,
gonna
it was
add,
a home,
allegedly.
yeah.
it was a home game for Georgia. That place is just ridiculous. All they're doing is expanding Vanderbilt Stadium for the rest of the conference.
Yeah, really. Why? How many season tickets do you sell, Vanderbilt? Why are we expanding and playing football in a construction zone? What are we doing?
2,200.
You got Tennessee fans that buy Vanderbilt season tickets just for one game every other year. I mean,
Probably
Why
get them
not?
for the same as a price to a single game at Neyland. Let me hit this orange boy right here. John Lillard doesn't say anything, just says, I want to hear Pat McAfee sing Rocky Top.
Rocky Top! You'll always be.
Appreciate that, John. Very generous, although I think he's wanting to hear Desmond Howard laugh. That's why he dropped it. Dan Yoder for 5. Loose, the three-headed monster. Let loose, the three-headed monster. Coop and Spraggins making a highway. I'm here for that. Knoxville Predator catching for 10. Do you think it's more likely we go 3-0 or 0-3 this month?
What do you 3-0.
More likely?
3-0.
3-0 is more likely. I don't think either will happen, but
we're not losing to Kentucky.
No.
We're not.
I hope not.
And
No,
we're not
we're
losing
Kentucky's
today
daddy. That's not
either.
happening.
Yeah.
Agreed,
So
BBD.
What are you saying about next week, BBD?
Well, let's talk about next week when next week gets here. Let's enjoy today first.
Tell you, I get the Mr. Negative a lot, but I swear we're going to Tuscaloosa next week. I don't even care what happens today. It just is something that I've been feeling since, I don't know, last week sometime.
I'll tell you.
Lions going to show up in Tuscaloosa. We're going to push them around. First win there in 20 years. Looking good. I don't know.
I'll tell you
that. I really don't. I just feel it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I watched quite a bit of that Alabama-Arkansas game, and their left tackle for the last 3 weeks for Alabama has gotten whipped bad by everyone, whipped bad. And it's not going to get any easier when James Pierce comes to town next week.
Yeah, that just means they're going to replace their left tackle next week, probably.
with another 5-star, right?
Yeah.
I was looking, for some reason, the ESPN box score doesn't have defensive stats today. It always has defensive, because I was trying to see how many times they've got to Milroe, and I don't know why it doesn't have
They got to him
stats.
twice in the first half. I've not watched the second half, but
I know
they
somebody
got to him twice early.
I think in the Facebook group was talking about saying that Arkansas was getting after him.
They
I
were.
like this YouTube
So I
TV
think
deal.
so.
I roll with all 4. I've got 4 games on at a time, and I think it's a dumb idea because I can't focus on one game. It's overstimulation. So I've had both games on, and I couldn't tell you what has really happened in either game.
Do you have 4 screens in there, Boogie? We've never
No.
seen your setup, so.
No, it's
Picture in
just it's the YouTube TV. It gives you. 4
Oh,
games
okay,
at a
okay,
time.
I got you.
Two TVs is about all I can do without going a little.
I've got 5 in here, and I never use more than 2. It's just stupid.
Well, Arkansas just scored again, so I guess we're shortening that deficit.
Oh wow, 24. They make the extra point
24-19.
20.
Hey,
Holy
if our
smokes.
secondary can just play 2/3 of a
Against the
good
deep
game
ball?
next week, yeah,
Against the deep ball. Yeah. I mean,
I agree.
you got a
BBD,
good
I agree.
chance.
If our
I agree.
defensive line can get on them, make our corners cover for like 3 seconds of play.
Trent
What
Boyd
does
with a good
Milroe
point.
do besides throw the deep ball?
Trent
What does
Boyd
he
with
do?
With
Run.
a good
That's
point
about
right
it.
there, though.
Run.
What's going to
Run.
happen when you got to go on
We
the
might
road?
make him look all right.
That place is going to be hostile, man. It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
hostile. You cannot take that for granted, and this team sucks on the road. It is what it is.
That's 2 truths right there, Boogie.
We got to talk about why are we? I guess we're talking about Alabama because they're playing Arkansas. Arkansas
We're fans.
going
We
for
can talk
2.
about what we want, Boogie.
Such a disaster. I love the fan call-in show. Agent Goes Gaming for 2. Think we're going to see them let the squirrel loose. GBO, I think they let him loose against South Carolina. What do you have? 9 targets, 9 catches.
9 for
Coach
9.
Rice called that on the tailgate show, by the way. Real Hank for 5. Let George get confidence. I don't care when they come into Neyland, and that Beck boy gets to hear the roar rising with each rhythmic step. He'll be rattled. There's white lightnings in the house. What's up, Bob? How you feeling on this Saturday morning, afternoon, whatever it is?
It is football time in Tennessee, so I feel great.
It is.
You're not already in the white lightning, are you?
Oh no, I have
decided
that I am not going to drink before a game. Now, the only time I drank before a game was Florida.
And see what you did to us. You see what happened?
Son of a gun.
So you see why I'm choosing to not drink before the game.
Hey guys, can I ask you guys a question real quick? And you may have covered this. You may have talked about this before I came on. Did anybody stay up and watch Stanford last night?
Yes. Coach.
That was freaking amazing. That A.O. Mayer guy, or whatever his name is, I.O. Mayer, 300 yards almost last night, and the catch of the year.
And I would like
up
to
for you, Coach Jay.
Yeah, I would officially like to say that I was wrong. I had Colorado making a bowl game this year in my preseason picks, and they're not going to do that. They only have one winnable game on their schedule left in Arizona, and then it's like Utah, UCLA, Oregon State, and Oregon, I think, something like that. Not Oregon, but Oregon State. Yeah,
I think Arizona's winnable.
They can score with anybody. It's just
they keep stopping.
But you know what happened though? You can only have so many Dion types on your team. You know, they started eating themselves in that game. You could see them turning on their teammates, which you gotta bite. You got to bite down when you get in that situation, you know, and fight for each other. And
you saw his son jump all over a player in the fourth quarter.
Did you hear Dion talking about, oh gosh, what's his name? The linebacker we had that's over there. Is it Mitchell? Or no, not
Juwan Mitchell.
Yeah, Juju.
Juwan
He's
Mitchell.
played for 17 different schools in 4 years.
He didn't play yesterday. In the press conference, they asked him. They were like, "Why didn't he play?" Dion was like, "Why don't you go ask him?" I was like, "Oh,
imagine that, Juwan Mitchell with some culture issues." I didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming.
Who would have guessed?
Let me jam some super chats real quick. Pan-seared ribeye for 5. Appreciate that. I want to see Josephs and Pierce rushing the edges from opposite sides. Will we ever see that? I like Roman Harrison, but he's a run stopper. I doubt it. Probably not. Joseph, it's going to see they're part of the rotation on the same side. One note, though, talking about defensive line, I was talking to Coach Jay right before we went live. VolQuest 2-minute drill. Omar Norman Lott, not even dressing out today, out for the game. That one's going to sting. Dan Yoder for 5, plays 60 minutes. Vols win. Screen for 60 minutes. The Vol fans better. I think this crowd's going to put on some steam today. Don't you worry. Tristan Malone for 5. Appreciate that, brother. Neither will be the deciding factor in this game. Keep it loud for 4 quarters. Tennessee 31, Texas 27. Eric Jones, been a member for 31 months. Been a supporter of this channel way longer than that. So appreciate you being around here, Eric. Rod for $20. That ain't cheap. It's Orange Boy. We'll play the clip.
Rocky Top!
Rod for $20. I appreciate that, brother. Want to see the 130 decimal level in this game. GBO. Does anybody know what the record is in Neyland Stadium?
So 128 was during Bama last year, or Bama last year, right?
I saw some people talking about it, but I wasn't 100% sure. Chuck Bell becomes a member. Appreciate that, Chuck. Guys, you can hit that join button down below. Show him what he's won. Show him the custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. What is your favorite emoji? I want to see you put it in the chat right now. Donovan for 5. What's up, brother? Wait, what did Donovan? Big Vol Daddy, I did. What? The game. He's talking about the Colorado game.
Oh, okay.
Wonder how much Shador watch selling for today. Why can I not read this? I wish he would enter the portal a beast. Thank you, Donovan. Yeah, Seth brought up a good point. Coach, is it really staying up when it's like, what time was it for you? Like 11 something?
Yeah, no, that's stupid. No, just go play football. Yeah, it's dumb.
I went to bed at 9:30. So didn't watch it.
It was 2.
I knew Boogie would be out.
It's how mine and BVD's relationship works. He sends me a text at like 3:30 in the morning, and I respond at like 7 in the morning, and then he reads it at like 2 in the afternoon. That's the way our relationship
That's
works.
it. You got it. Hey, what about Travis Hunter, though? That dude is legit.
Mm-hmm. They picked on him last night, though, BBD.
They did.
They picked on him big time on the defensive
they did.
side.
I mean, but when you're...
I have a question.
they threw at the guy like 50 times, didn't they? I mean,
he wouldn't get out of press either, though. Coach wasn't doing him any favors. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Well, I got a question. It's kind of on recruiting, but it's also on the game last night. Does the outcome of the game last night affect Jordan Seaton and his interest in
Colorado?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think Jordan
think
Seaton's
so.
going where the best development mixed with NIL. That's where I think he's going.
Yep.
Right, but I know he was talking about at Colorado at one point.
Yeah,
So.
He was out there when Boo Carter went out there to visit, but I just don't see it, man. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's money for sure.
I think he's coming here. He's coming to Rocky Top.
I don't think it is just money. I think it's a combination of money and
academics
well.
are big for him too. And that's what they said in his recruitment. And listening to Matt Ray is that an academic side for Jordan Seaton's a big push. So I think you've got the best of both worlds, my friends. I think that we see him in orange, and you got a top 5 class for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado academics do not compare to Tennessee academics by any means. Like that, that's comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think too that any big time recruit is going to be eyeballing that Sanders isn't going to be there very long? You would think.
And everyone's using it on the recruiting pitch, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
Are you going to recruit
sure.
a university or a person?
Yeah. He might pick up 1 or 2 really good recruits in the next couple of years, but then after that, he's gone. Another 2 seasons.
Where's he going?
Wins.
Florida.
Atlanta. I think he'll go to the Falcons and Coach Pro.
I hope not.
That's my fear.
That's not going to Florida.
Central Florida.
My fear is he goes to Florida. I mean, if Florida loses to South Carolina today, big, then that's going to put Billy on a real bad hot seat. And if that's the case,
is his ultimate goal Florida or the NFL? It almost might be a good thing for him to go to Florida.
No, he may, but he's going to go. He's going to go to SEC before he goes to the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
he'll come to SEC.
You got to conquer one mountain before the other, I would think, though. For him.
Yeah, he needs to get
I'm off kilter there, but
he needs to get
Colorado a little bit.
I'm remembering this guy named Derek Dooley. Oh God.
Best coach of all time? Is that what you're saying?
With a losing record, they hired him at UT.
Yeah.
God.
Too bad Twitter wasn't around, or that wouldn't have happened either.
No.
Best coaching hire since Greg Schiano.
He would have got Schiano.
I love that dude. Yeah. Love that dude for his orange benches, and I wanted him to succeed so bad. I wanted Dooley to succeed the way that I wanted Joe to succeed this year, and it's just not. It's not panning out. Not as bad, but it's just not.
Right now, thinking about Dooley.
Yeah, not to hate on Joe. Today's optimistic.
Whose comment ticked you all off worse? Was it Durkin's comment or Daniel's comment?
Danielson.
Daniels.
Everyone Daniel. Okay.
Everybody hates Danielson. So that's
true.
Did he really mean anything by that, though? Do you think, Coach Jay?
Yeah.
And all you guys? I mean,
Durkin or Danielson?
Danielson wasn't just slamming on any player or the team. He slammed on the entire nation. So I'm done.
He was trying to sound hard. He's trying to sound like, I used to be just not affected by noise. He was a crap quarterback in college. He was a crap quarterback in the NFL.
He's a crap announcer.
Crap announcer.
Yeah,
very good.
World's most unimpressive.
He's a Bama homer. Yeah, Bama homer.
Yeah.
I apologize, Boogie, but I caught myself.
You're good.
Yeah, I think Gary Danielson, he is reaching the point of irrelevancy, so he's trying to do everything in his power to create relevance. And if insulting the whole nation is what tries to make him feel relevant, cool. But it's not going to do anything other than make him look like a clown that he is.
And tick our fan base off. Tick 103,000 or whatever it is now off.
I hope it did.
Yeah, and Durkin stuff in the locker room saw comment too.
Yeah. Was that comment by the A&M coach real, or was that?
It was a fake set. Did I get faked interneted all the time? I get faked internet all the time.
I was like, "There's no way that's real."
Yeah,
Coach Tim Banks messages me. I'm like, hey, Coach Tim Banks messaged me. I'm a sucker.
Dude, this is funny. I don't think I've ever said this on air. When we did the charity stream, I want to do that charity stream at the end of every season, see if we can get everybody on here. So I was like, can we get somebody big to blast it out? And Coach Eckler follows the Talkin VAWLS account on Twitter. I was like, if I DM him and be like, hey, Coach, can you do us a favor? Will you retweet it? It's for charity. His response was like a day later, and all he said was, what do you want? And I was like, oh, this went horribly wrong. This went horribly wrong.
You know what's kind of crazy, Boogie? Like, we went to the UTSA game, and you would think, like, when you're walking out of the stadium, walking back to where you parked, that, like, the coaches would not just walk out amongst all the fans. And here walks out Coach Eck, like right amongst all the common men, walking back towards his vehicle. You know, stopped to say hello to my boys, and we said hello to him, took a picture. But, like, you would not think that the coaches would walk out there. I mean, they did just beat the crap out of UTSA, so maybe not. But I've not seen that in the many games I've been to, one of the coaches and or even the staff members walk out on the back side, the east side of the stadium, just walking on the street with the fans. That was pretty cool.
You would think, cool. Like, I've heard stories that Eckler goes into the crowd before the game, like early before, like shortly after the gates open, and will try to find like a kid or something and give stuff to him. I've seen pictures of that. I don't know if he does it every game. Let's get this real quick. Travis Akerson becomes a member of the channel, said, love what we're doing here with the channel. Appreciate that, Travis. Thank you for that support by becoming a member. Also got a $5 super chat from Travis Parton. God, watch over these two teams and keep them major injury-free, but please let Tennessee win. Thank you. Amen. I think praying for Tennessee to win works. I think the good Lord above is a Tennessee fan. I do want to say this. Trying to do something different with this one. I put the link out to Talkin VAWLS Gold and higher. So those at the Talkin VAWLS Gold, if you guys start to come in, we'll rotate some of these guys off. Want to try to get as many of you guys on as we can, but as of right now, nobody's trying to flood into the back room, so we'll keep on rolling. Let's talk about Texas A&M. We're talking about Deion Sanders and Colorado and Alabama. Can we talk about the game today? Is anybody ready to watch the game at 3:30?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm streaming the game. I'm out of here, Boogie, making room for somebody else. You guys enjoy the day. Enjoy your love for this team, and pardon my language, but screw Danielson. Let's go, Vols.
There you go.
Later, BBD. Have a good day, buddy.
Later, BBD.
Take it easy, BBD.
Have a good one, BBD.
Justin Denton for 5 says 36-23, Big Orange. Let's eat, fellas. I hope those 3 running backs eat today. I hope that's
that offensive line. Get low, get mean, and we win.
Yes.
Get low. They got to keep their butts low. Because who was it brought that up earlier? Alabama's left tackle getting eaten up.
It was me.
He stands straight up on pass coverage almost every play.
Terrible.
Almost every play. It's like a jackrabbit. Yeah.
He's bad and slow.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Honestly, I see if we play with the effectiveness that we had at the South Carolina game, we're going to dominate the line of scrimmage, and we're going to definitely be able to run the ball against Texas A&M's defense. Their defense is not that impressive. It is definitely not the worst defense that we played or will play throughout the season.
Yeah.
What's up, Sunshine? Your narrative this week is, why not Tennessee, right? Only thing we've heard about all week, like you said, is the A&M defensive line, but you still haven't heard it. A little bit on SEC Nation this morning, but the key to me is going to be flip-flop those two. Our ability to run the football, which we've talked about all week, but what our defensive line does to Max Johnson, right, and what they do to Spencer Rattler. I think these two teams are very, very similar. If you look at them, right, they're similar. Johnson hits the deep ball a little better than Joe has. We run the football better than they have, right? So which portion of which team breaks is going to be our key. Can we run the football, and do we protect Joe? Because those are the two pieces that have pushed both of these teams to the level. I have more confidence in our ability to run the football and our offensive line than I do on the other side. So that's why I think Tennessee goes out and takes care of business today, because you have that three-headed monster. And like you said earlier this week, the only game we've lost, you didn't have Cooper and you didn't have Mincy. Those two guys are back, and you've got the best 5 offensive linemen you can have. Are they perfect? No, but they're pretty darn good. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's piggyback on that. Nega, How many rushing yards do you think Tennessee's going to have on the day? Negative
250 plus.
What you got?
235. I think we'll be able to get it done, but not anything outstanding. I think it'll open up the back end though. I think we could get some long passes in. Start the drive out running, open it up with a deep pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
What'd you say, Nugget? What'd you say, 235? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 235.
235 is a dub all day long, right?
Yeah, all day.
Tennessee runs the football for 235. They're coming out of there with a win. Maybe a blowout.
I got
think
one
only because our line is healthy that we get to 235.
What say you, Ron the Don? Welcome.
In the ground. Total domination.
Heck yeah.
Run him in the ground all the time.
Heck yeah.
All the day.
I'm here for it. There you go. There you go.
Vanderbilt just intercepted.
There you go. Robert, what do you think about the run game today? You feeling good? You scared about it? How you feeling?
I think if we block the way that we're supposed to, we dominate the line of scrimmage. Everybody does their assignments. We'll walk out of there with probably 212, 215 on the ground. Either way, it's a dub.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the magic number? Power of that double team, man. The double team's got to ride them. Because I was watching that Alabama game. I watched it twice all the way through, and the way that their defensive front seven lined up times with our blocking team, yeah, they could get a couple of double teams that'll get some decent yards.
What's the magic number rushing? Yeah, what do you have to get to?
170.
170, 175 is my thing too.
For sure win. Yeah, 170.
Yeah, I've been saying
150.
It could. Yeah. I'm with you guys. 150, 175.
And keep Joe clean.
Says 150.
Yeah, I mean, if we squeak out with like 160, we could probably squeak out a win, like 150, 160. But I think I agree with Coach Jay, 170, 175. That's definitely the magic number.
150, I think we're going to have some turnovers for sure.
I want 250.
150 with some good help everywhere else.
I see 250 on the ground, about 230 in the air. And we're going to have some. We've got to have an air attack or a ground attack that's not going to work with their front seven. It's just not going to do it.
Yeah,
we've got to have an air attack. If we don't balance it out, we're not going to get anywhere on the ground. So they're going to have to get it in the air. Joe's going to have to come through, and he's going to have to get that 10 to 19 yard hookups. Just to keep, he can't keep using. Can't you keep using the screen, because all that is just an extension and run game, and that's just not going to work.
What do you think the chances are he's going to run a couple of read and speed options today? Anybody at all?
I can see a couple of them, but that depends on his knee too.
Yeah.
Well, did you see too that Brent Hubbs put out an article 2 days ago? I think I mentioned that in this morning's video. That he's also, it's not just his knee, it's his ribs. His ribs have been banged up, and that hopefully this bye week got him a little bit more healthy. I saw that Kaner put out that Milton slam dunked the football over the goalpost on the way back into the locker room. So he looks pretty healthy to him. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me get some super chats here. BFL Willie for 2. Is Slaughter playing? Need him for Stewart. Well, we were talking about that too right before we went live. Gabe Judy Lolly getting the start beside Kamal Haddon. Danico Slaughter played special teams last week. Coach Jay, what'd you turn your camera off for? Did somebody say something?
I thought I was going to sneeze, so.
Okay. I was just making sure you didn't have some groundbreaking information.
Try not to look dumber than I normally look. I know it's difficult. Sorry.
Charles Nelson been a member for 9 months. He's about to give birth to his Talkin VAWLS baby. Want Cooper Mays to play lights out. Yeah, that's another thing. People were questioning. Yes. I think it was on here. It was a fan call-in show. Maybe somebody was saying, what's Cooper look like? He needs more game contact. And Cooper said, I needed a bye week. So he's feeling good. We'll see how he plays. Chase Tidwell for 2, 38-21, Tennessee, of course. GBO. Thank you, Chase, for the super chat. Also, your shirt is on the way. I don't remember the ETA, but I have ordered it, so that will be coming your way soon. Lucas McMahon becomes a member of the channel. Appreciate that support, brother. Thank you for that. Again, the link is out for Talkin VAWLS Gold and higher. I need one person or 2 people to rotate out. Got Joe in the back. Going to get him on here real quick, and the max I can have on is 10. It's always so awkward. Tom,
see you guys.
What's your score, Tom? Tom, score.
I think the other day I said 28-24. I think I'll stick with 28-24.
You got it. Go Big Orange.
If we don't turn the ball over and we run the ball, I don't care what they do on offense. I think we probably win. That's all we got to do. And the crowd's got to kill it. Crowd's absolutely
going to.
And I think they'll be heavily involved.
They probably will too.
For sure. But yeah, you guys enjoy. Have a good evening and go Vols.
Later, Tom. We'll catch you up. I'm sure you'll be on here Sunday night, buddy.
See you, Tom.
All right, let's get Joe on here. I wish we could get more, but at the same time, I feel like once we get 5 people on here, we all yell and scream and talk over each other. Can you imagine if we had like 15 on here? It'd be complete chaos. Let me get a super chat real quick from CM Jam 96 for 2. Let's gig those Aggies. I think Milton will. Somebody finish that sentence. He says, I think Milton will own the Aggies and throw for 350 yards and get drafted in the first round. That's what CM Jam said. Appreciate the $2 super chat, brother. Joe, how you feeling, buddy? You confident? You feeling like a win today?
And I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. I feel like we're going to win, but it's going to be a slugfest. I feel like there's been a lot more physical games this year rather than just passing it all over the place, especially in the SEC. So I think we're going to win, but it's going to be lower scoring, and it's going to be a slugfest.
Did you steal Bob's moonshine?
Yep, that's what it is.
Nah, it's got me some cider.
And I share. I'm easy.
I think we'll see some more tight ends. I think they'll be pretty involved today.
I agree. Hank, we haven't heard from you. What do you think about the game today?
Oh man, I hope I hope Joe can use his legs for sure.
Amen.
When Joe uses them legs, it gives the defense a lot more to worry about. I really hope he can be able to do that tonight or today.
I just want him to be efficient.
Yeah, I agree. He's going to have to move at some point in time anyway. They're going to get
slide after he gets touched either.
What's more important, Joe being able to run today or Joe being able to connect down the field today?
Joe being able to recognize today when they're in man and zone and how to exploit those is what I'm looking for out of him.
Yeah, I think pre-snap's almost as important with what he's going on with him.
Either one. That's what
he definitely needs to. All you stupid coaches, Boogie's not good enough. Let me add option C.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs to defenses.
I think he's going to. He's going to have to do a little bit of both. He's going to have to do a little bit of both. He's going to have to pick. He's going to have to pick and choose, and I think he's going to have to not be afraid to use his legs. He's going to have to not be afraid to take or deliver a hit. That's where he's running out of bounds. When he's a yard short, and if he just drove, he'd have it. He can't be afraid to take that hit.
Do we see Joe Milton on the run throw a touchdown pass for the first time in his career today?
That'd be great.
No. Negative.
No.
That's not.
He had a moment. He threw a nice one in South Carolina. Nice completion on the move. I about fell over and sitting in the stands when he did it. Nice to see.
I was watching. Was it TPS?
Why is it just?
Go ahead, DVD.
That was a lot of boogie.
Yeah, what the heck was that?
Are you possessed?
I'm trying to get us across the bottom, and I can't figure out how to do it. I don't.
One thing that is really strong about Tennessee this year, they're balanced all the way around.
There you go.
Very, very powerful thing to do in football.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you need? What do you need to see today, Ron? What do you need to see besides obviously running the football? I know you said that earlier.
I like for Joe to really get off and play his style of game. But really, I'm a defensive guy. I don't want him to crush the quarterback. I want him to expose any weakness in the line that they already have some weakness. They can talk about the defense all they want. I want our defense to get in there and wreak havoc, scare them.
I'm fired up. Put me in. Where's my Douglas?
I will say I will say that D line just own that line and keep him out of the game. Just dominate. I want to see a bunch of TFLs. I want to see a few sacks. I was listening to the show earlier, and it was, or was it yesterday? I think it was. I was listening to one of the podcasts, and it was talking about how many sacks they thought they was going to get, and how many TFLs, and I think they added a +3.5 was the over/under on sacks for Tennessee.
What are they averaging?
I think we'll hit that.
4.4. 4.4. And that goes back to whoever it was. I guess, Matt, you said it, where I've been complaining all week because I'm sick and tired of it's all about Texas A&M's defense and how great they are. I love the narrative that, well, Texas A&M leads the country in sacks. Yeah, that's because Tennessee had a bye week last week. That's why they lead the country in sacks. Nobody wants to talk about sacks per game. The only reason Texas A&M passed Tennessee is because of the bye week. It's like, let's talk about this Tennessee defensive line and give them some credit, give them some respect.
Yeah, I feel like I even think too that what does our secondary look like today against the deep balls? You know, that's what Max Johnson is really good at connecting. You know, 60-some%, I think, on his deep balls he's been in. You know, just having to get his head turned around is going to be a key. And who's going to take Stewart and say, "All right, you're mine"? Like, who's going to lock down Stewart and say, "You're not beating me"? You know, you saw it last night, like you said earlier, Coach Jay, that they, you know, how with Travis Hunter, we need somebody to do that with Stewart today. And who's it going to be? And if it's Haddon, then buck up, dude, and let's see it, because I think he's got every bit of the talent in the world, and we've all seen what the fan base did to him last week. You know, the pick six. We've seen him be in positions and not make plays. He's the most physically talented corner that we have. Can he put it together and shut down a potentially all SEC receiver? Because they're going to take shots, and you know they're going to.
We need to be perfect. That's what it boils down to. The defense needs to execute perfectly. The safeties, corners, they need to get their head around. They need to turn and look to where the ball is. We need to not make stupid pass interference errors. And that ultimately will lead to success with our secondary. And I think that's been our biggest problem, or one of the bigger problems, rather, of our secondary is just not getting our heads around and making silly errors.
I think with our defense keeping their offense, you know, on their heels and keeping pressure on the quarterback, like they always say, you can't throw from laying on your back. Just keep that pressure up front. You keep him having to watch his back, he can't read as well. I don't care what kind of quarterback you are. If you got to always watch what's coming up from behind you or from your side, you can't be watching downfield for the open man.
Yeah, the bright side is he's from Texas and he doesn't read.
Yeah, you know, the other thing about this game that's interesting is both teams have the ability to hurt you in the return game on punts and kickoffs, for that matter. Both teams are pretty electric in that arena, so I wouldn't be surprised to see one punt ran back or a kickoff ran back by either team. So hopefully that can be us today, because those little momentum plays are going to be huge in a game like today.
I think Tennessee has the edge on that. I think we got the edge on that, don't we? I think
they're both very electric. Although I will say we have a slight edge because of one, the punt returner for A&M has been deadly, very deadly like D, but he's also had 3 muffs throughout the year, so that can hurt you as well, and something to keep an eye on, certainly.
Do we see D on offense today?
With D Williams on offense? I don't think so. But maybe. I mean, it could happen.
Not with I just don't see it with the tempo. You know, that's what, like we talked about Friday morning, Coach. You put D out there for some type of gimmick, right? You put some type of package. He's got to stay out there for the whole series. Right. Let me jam some super chats real quick. Andrew Garland for $2. Appreciate that. Look at these scores. Our goals are achievable. Yeah, I agree 100% with that. Wayne for $5. What's up, Wayne? Got to lock down Stewart and Smith on special teams. He's dynamic on returns. Get pressure on Max. Go Vols. Thank you, Wayne, for the super chat. Shannon DeCannon drops an Orange Boy. We'll play the clip. Why not?
Rocky Top!
Shannon DeCannon for $20. Pumped. It's game day. Still getting over, I guess he means Stanford's win, and feeling good about future games after early games wrapping up now, but ready to see who shows up today. GBO and the JD Tennessee Fire is going down smooth today. I'm jealous. Y'all get to have some drinks and enjoy your day. We have a rule around here, don't we, Coach?
Sorry, Boogie. What was that?
We got a rule around here about drinking.
We do. Only Only beer, no bourbon or whatever.
It's called the Dauber
tequila.
roll.
Yeah, the Dauber roll. Speaking of Dauber, shout out to Dauber. This koozie, I stole it from you, Dauber, or you gave it to me. One of the two. I think I took it though, and I'm sorry, but I did leave you with a bottle of Patron, so I feel like we're even.
I think you got screwed in that deal.
Yeah. Or no, Don Julio. It was Don Julio.
I think
Sorry,
you came
Don
out on
Julio.
the short end of the stick. Thank you, Shannon DeCannon, for the super chat. Very generous. Enjoy the Jack Daniels. Also, William Dyer becomes a member of the channel. Appreciate that. Guys, you're wondering how you get on this fan call-in show. We do it every Saturday an hour before kickoff. We do it every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You got to be a member of the channel. We start at Talkin VAWLS Elite and higher, and then we kind of go down. Right now we're at Talkin VAWLS Gold. So if you give at that level or higher, you go to the YouTube channel. There's a thing at the top. You can see it says Community. You click that Community tab. The link is there. You can click it, and you can jump on the show and hang out. Always a good time. Tailgate show, 7 p.m. show. Gets a little wild, gets a little chaotic, but that's what it's all about. It's giving you guys an opportunity to come on here and hang out. Somebody jump in. Somebody who's not spoken.
I gotta say the highlight of my day so far is I was taking my dog on a walking her over to Dutch Bros, and I start hearing these footsteps behind me. So I whip around. It's actually another Tennessee fan out for a run. Scared the ever-loving crap out of each other because me whipping around and scaring him, and his footsteps about 5 feet behind me scaring me. It made me kind of laugh. I was like, yep, Tennessee's going to win today. Just running into a random Tennessee fan here in Texas.
There you go. What kind of dog you got?
She's a Plot Hound Airedale Terrier mix. She's orange and black and all curled up right now.
Oh, yeah, like a brindle kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I had a brindle Great Dane. Love that dang dog.
Yeah, I take her to the Harley store, and according to them, she's Harley colors, not Tennessee colors.
Oh, there. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, whatever we do today, I hope that we play a great game and we get the respect that we are deserved. They jack us off on the defense. They jack us off by the offense. I look all over the news media. It's like, oh, it's just Tennessee. No, this is Big Orange Nation. We play football here. That is what we do, and we're gonna do it to the point we're gonna get this natty. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this natty with a fatty, and they can do nothing about it but watch.
Rhonda Don, I want some of what you're drinking, brother. What are you drinking today? Rhonda Don's got ice cold water,
orange juice,
orange juice. That's what
orange juice, man.
One of us. He's drinking the orange Kool-Aid. But you know what's going to happen, Ron? If Tennessee goes out and dominates today, then it's going to be Texas A&M's not very good. That would be their third loss on the season, and now you got to go prove it against Alabama. You do it against Alabama, well, it's not the Alabama of old. Tennessee, the only way they're ever going to get respect is to go win a national championship. Or an SEC championship might get them a little bit of respect. Other than that, we saw it last year. Every week, another win. Every week, another win. Every week, another win. And it was always, well, it wasn't the same Florida. Well, it was a noon kick in LSU. Well, it was just Kentucky. Always excuses.
What about we didn't get respect after the '98 team, so that's not going to help us. We're going to have to fight for our respect every day. Just saying.
It's crazy. I watch all kinds of pre-draft stuff, and Tennessee never gets any kind of recognition on there. I hope Milton goes to a second round draft team and they can develop him a little bit, and then he just breaks out, and everybody's like, who's this guy from Tennessee? And we're like, we told you. That's our guy there.
We got two more guys in the back room waiting to get on. If two guys that were here from the beginning don't care to bounce. But before you go, Matt, before you go, give us your score prediction. Matt's going to be on the post-game show with me and Coach Jay. And who else?
Looking forward
Dustin.
to it.
Dustin's also going to be on the post-game show. Give us your score prediction real quick.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it. Score prediction, 31-24, Big Orange, baby.
Love it, buddy.
I think it's close, but at the end we come away with a big needed win on our way to Alabama.
Awesome, man. I'll shoot you the link for the post-game show late in the fourth quarter. Looking forward to it.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks,
Later, buddy.
Go Big Orange.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and get my prediction then. So I'm looking I don't know, we'll say 28-14 Tennessee on top. We reached that pinnacle of over 150 rushing yards. I think we'll cap out at 215. We'll probably have 180, 230 through the air, somewhere around there, and then we'll leave with the dub, man. So
nice.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. Go Vols.
Go Vols, man. We'll catch up. I'm sure you'll be on the Fan Calling Show Sunday. See you in the postgame, too.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, later, brother. All right, we got Noah in the house. We got Orange Sea Line from the game. He's got it muted so we don't hear complete chaos.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, how about that Wi-Fi? Hey, Gary, if you can hear me, turn your phone sideways.
Beautiful.
I bet he can't hear me. Maybe he has headphones in.
No,
There you go.
Let's go. No, see, this is what it's all about.
Football time in Tennessee.
Brad tried to come in here and be a hero and show off that he was in Neyland Stadium, but when you couldn't hear him talk, he bounced. Gary's like, I just want to show you guys what it's all about.
I ain't staying on long. I just wanted to show you all the stadium.
Hey,
go Big Orange.
We appreciate it.
Go
Gary,
Big
you're
Orange.
doing the Lord's work, buddy.
That is beautiful. Go Big Orange.
Lose your voice,
I
Gary.
won't have a voice. I won't have a voice after this. Y'all have fun.
There we
Bye.
go.
You better not.
There we go.
Keep them loud, baby. Keep them loud.
There.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Goodness gracious. Y'all got to warn me.
That's
me.
awesome.
What's up, Noah? How you feeling, buddy? We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff.
Man, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Hopefully the outcome is in our favor today, and we're all celebrating a win in about 3 hours from now.
What do you think the key to the game is?
Man, I got to say, man, I mean, Joe has to be efficient enough for us to win. He's got to connect on those downfield passes. I'd like to at least connect on at least 3 or 4 of them today. Maybe for 40 yards, maybe for 50 yards, but and I'd like to see us rush for at least, I think 200 is going to be tough today, but I'd be okay with like 150, 165. I'd be cool with that. I mean, I think this is going to be a tight game. I really do. Texas A&M's good.
What do you guys think? I think it was on SEC Nation. Something I was listening to this morning talked about Joe and how when he gets confidence, that's when he's dangerous. Like if he connects on one early, can we see Joe have, like I've said it all week, nothing would surprise me with Joe if he comes out and throws for 350. But if he connects early, can he get that? How much confidence? How much is that a factor with Joe?
If he can get out his passes, I think he'll have a lot of confidence. What I was alluding to earlier is with him running out of bounds. I think he's just afraid of getting hurt and losing his job again. I think that's his biggest fear.
I feel like
just having Coop increases his confidence a lot.
Agreed.
If he can just get one out of the way early, just get one deep one real early, the squirrel probably up the same.
Yeah.
His calls will just immediately just explode, man. He'd be fine.
I think even on the deep slant and deep post, the same thing can happen too, Seth. So either one, right? We'll take them both.
I'll take anything.
Yeah. Give me it all, right? Yeah, give me the post, the seam, the hook, the slice. Yeah,
I'll even take the little screen passes outside if it just equals to 10+ yards. I'll take it.
There you go.
What are you guys doing right out of the gate? Let's say Texas A&M wins the kick and they defer. Tennessee's receiving the ball to start the game. You're Joey Halsley. You're Josh Heupel. What are you doing early? You go out and you go 3 and out. The crowd, man, it's gonna be like, oh God, here we go. What are you doing offensively right out of the gate?
First play, squirrel, get under it. Throw it as deep as you possibly can, Joe.
I love the Xbox play call.
Absolutely.
Every one of you guys are like, throw the bomb. Hail Mary, right out of the gates.
I'm the opposite. I immediately start trying to establish that run game. I run at least one run, maybe a short pass. Depending on how they react, either I'm running it again or I'm throwing that bomb.
I'm going to run a play-action wheel route to right.
Such a coach call.
Yeah. Seth says throw it deep. Coach Jay gets convoluted. I'm with Joe. Run it down their throat. Old school football.
I think that's just it. I think that's just it. That's what everybody expects is him to start running the ball right off the bat. I think that's why getting that first long pass just to get it out of the system, just heave it, get your arm ready, See if you can hit it. If you hit it, we're good. We've set a new tempo, and then they're really respected then. And then you've got the run game to go back to.
We're about
Hold on, we got the
minutes.
real star on here.
We're about
Yeah,
5 minutes. 5 minutes away from kickoff. So I want to get everybody's prediction real quick, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. Don't forget, we'll be live right back here immediately following the game, so come hang out for the post-game show. Seth, give us your quick score prediction, buddy.
I'm going to say, let's do 38-24. 38-24 Vols.
I love it, buddy.
Yeah, let's go.
Seth is going to be on the Kentucky post-game show. So looking forward to that. I'll catch you on the post-game show, Seth.
Yes, sir.
Later, buddy.
See you guys.
All right, Negaval, what do you got, buddy? Give us your score prediction.
I'm like Seth. I'm feeling the 38, but I'm going to say 38-27. Go Big Orange.
Go Big Orange.
Confidence. Always good to see you on here. You always make me thirsty, my friend.
Yeah, he's got that gift.
We'll catch you in the post-game, buddy.
Bye, everybody.
All right, Ron the Don. I almost feel like we should save Ron till last. I feel like he's got so much fire and energy.
But he's going to put it on you.
We'll let you go, Ron. Give us a little something. Get us fired up and ready for the game.
Let's go.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I want total defensive domination. Pressure on the quarterback, a couple of pick sixes. So I'm going to say 49-17.
Oh,
Tennessee.
Let's go.
Ron.
I love it, Ron.
Oh, let's go.
Love it, buddy. Have a good night. Enjoy the game. Hopefully see you in the post-game show.
Sure will.
Later, brother. All right, Real Hank and Real Hank Jr. Where's Hank the third?
I don't have a third.
Not yet.
Give us your
I'm with everybody on the 38. Mine's 38-21.
I love it, buddy.
go.
Enjoy the game. Hope to see you in the
Go
post-game
Big
show.
Orange. Raising them right.
All right, Joe. What do you got, buddy?
Okay, I'm gonna go a little lower scoring and go 32-20. Some hard-nosed football being played today.
I think the
I can't wait to see.
The line was pretty low, or the over/under 54.5.
Yeah,
54.5
it is a low under.
I think there's going to be some defense play, but I didn't put that into account with my prediction. Appreciate you coming on, Joe. Hope to see you in the post-game show, buddy. All right, White Lightning, what do you got?
All right. I just think that we need to dominate on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, see Joe connect the 10 to 20 yard and have a good solid running game. I think we can pull off a 45-24.
I love it, Bob. I know you'll be
it.
here for the post-game show. You're here. I feel like you turned the light switch on right before me and Coach Jay walk in. You're like,
He did.
y'all have a good show. Always appreciate you coming on, Bob. It's always a good time, buddy.
All right, brother. We'll see y'all later. Go Big Orange.
Go Big Orange.
All right, Trucker Dougie, you just joined the party, so give us a little something. What are you expecting tonight? Are you excited? You fired up? What do you need to see for Tennessee to win? And then give us your score prediction.
I'm really pumped up. I think this off week was much needed, great timing. I think we, if I'm not mistaken, we got Thornton back tonight.
Supposed to be.
If I heard correctly, I heard that on SEC Nation this morning. I'm gonna go 28 2 overtime.
Oh my gosh.
I have double overtime.
What's with you guys wanting us to go through 2 overtimes?
Sorry.
I'll never survive.
Hey.
I'll never survive.
So I went to a game last night, high school game up here in Virginia, my nephew's high school game, and they were down 25, or no, they were down 10 points with like 4 minutes to go. They wound up going to 2 overtimes last night. So,
It was a sign.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
It was a sign from
Yeah,
God. Trucker Doug, appreciate you jumping on, buddy. Have a good night. Enjoy the game. Hope to see you on the post-game show, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care.
Later, brother. All right, Noah, and then there was one. What do you got?
I got us winning 38-31. I say Joe has a good game. The running backs have a good game. Let's build some confidence. I say Vols win. Go Big Orange.
Love it, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Always a good time talking Vol football with you. Hope to catch you on the post game. Man, he left before I could even finish my. He's like, I don't care. I don't care what you have to say, Boogie.
Yep.
All right, it's football time in Tennessee. We'll be live right back here immediately following the game. Myself, Coach Jay, Matt will be in the house. Dustin will be in the house. Should be a good time. Hopefully, we are here to celebrate. But look, if they lose, we'll have some group therapy, so don't you worry. He's Coach Jay. I'm Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.
running down.